Hello, welcome to our first baking edition of Watkins Farm from Home, supported by Watkins Farm for Our Future. Watkins is a nonprofit organization located in Elkton, Maryland. One of our main goals is to promote education on agriculture for sustainable and healthy eating. Today, we'll be making honey blueberry muffins. These guilt-free treats are a great way to get the family involved in healthy baking, and we hope you'll enjoy making them during these odd times. First, you'll need 1 3/4 cups whole wheat flour. Whole wheat flour is higher in nutrients and fiber than bleached white flour, making it an alternative that's better for your body. Whole wheat flour also has a higher vitamin content with larger amounts of folate, riboflavin, and vitamins B1, B3, and B5. 1 teaspoon baking powder, half of a teaspoon baking soda. Both baking powder and baking soda are used to help the batter rise in the oven. They're very important for fluffy muffins. You'll also need 1/4 teaspoon sea salt. Feel free to also use kosher salt or, in a pinch, table salt as alternatives. 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon. This is completely optional, but it helps to add more depth to the flavor. 1/3 cup of olive oil. 1/2 cup of pure local honey. Pure local honey will give the best benefits. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, don't worry because eating honey produced in your area could help with those allergies. Since honey contains pollen from plants that are causing those, eating honey that contains that pollen can possibly combat these allergies. Honey that's unprocessed and pure, unlike most jars you find in the grocery store, will also have better antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Plus, supporting local businesses and apiaries strengthens your community as a whole. 2 eggs. I'm using locally sourced eggs from my neighbor. 1 cup plain Greek yogurt. If you don't have Greek yogurt, using 1 cup of buttermilk can be used as a great alternative. 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. 1 cup frozen blueberries. Today I'm using frozen blueberries because blueberries aren't quite in season yet, so I'll have to wait for the summer to pick up before I can pick up some fresh fruit. Seasonal food is fresher, tastier, and more nutritious than food consumed out of season. If a certain food isn't in season yet, check for it in the frozen section. Fruits that have been frozen are typically allowed to ripen naturally and still retain many of their nutrients. Also, there is no need to thaw these frozen blueberries. Just take them right out of the freezer when you're ready to use them, toss them in a tablespoon of flour, and use them in the recipe. Before starting, preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. If necessary, grease all 12 cups on your muffin tin with butter or cooking spray. If your pans are non-stick, don't worry about this step. Now we're ready to start baking. In a large mixing bowl, add the flour, then the baking powder, the baking soda, the cinnamon, and finally the salt. Mix them together and then set the bowl of dry ingredients aside. In a medium mixing bowl, combine the oil, and then the honey, this can take a while, so just be patient, and try and get as much of that honey out of there as you possibly can. Then mix the two together well. You want to make sure this mixture is smooth and evenly mixed. After mixing, add both of the eggs, and mix well. Beat the eggs until they look light and fluffy. Then add the yogurt. Finally, add the vanilla and mix until both the yogurt and the vanilla are evenly incorporated into the mixture. Grab those dry ingredients and pour the wet ingredients into the dry and mix with a big spoon. You'll only need to mix this mixture until it's just combined. A few lumps are a-okay. In a small bowl, take your blueberries and 1 tablespoon of flour, toss the blueberries with the tablespoon of flour. This will help prevent them from sinking to the bottom in the batter while they're in the oven. Then fold the blueberries into the batter. This mixture will be thick, but don't worry. Once the blueberries are well incorporated, divide the batter evenly between 12 muffin cups. As a handy tip, I'm using an ice cream scoop with a wire level. This gives even scoops every time and makes certain that you'll have wonderfully even muffins. After scooping out all the batter, I'll come back with the spoon, level out all of the muffins, and if I need to spread some love around, I'll do that here as well. Time to put this batch in the oven. Bake the muffins for 16 to 19 minutes. This batch took 17 minutes. Bake until the muffins are golden brown on top and a toothpick inserted into the muffin comes out clean. And there you have it. Wonderful honey blueberry muffins. My family devoured these within a few days. If you have any leftover muffins, store them covered at room temperature for 2 days. Hopefully they won't last that long. Freeze any leftover muffins for up to 3 months. I hope you'll enjoy this recipe. Please feel free to share with friends and family. All of us at Watkins Farm for a Future wishes you the best. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to us.